You've been winning awards like looking out of fashion. Seriously.
I know.
I was reading in the magazines, you won the British Blues Award, the Pure M. What's the Pure M Award?
Pure M magazine
Right.
is one of the biggest online magazines in Ireland.
Yeah.
And every year they do an award ceremony of the best of 2015. It was last year, so
Yeah.
we're up for a few more awards this year too.
You seem to, I mean, even saw your response online when you won the British Blues Award, which was a big deal at the
It's
time.
massive.
You were kind of tongue-in-cheek about it. Yeah, you know.
No, but it was. I think once everything died down, I just at the time I had never expected. There was never a Northern Ireland nominee, never, so therefore never a Northern Irish winner.
Yeah.
So when I try to represent Northern Ireland wherever I go, so for me and for my music and for the artists that are trying to break through in Northern Ireland, that's when it got a bit emotional. At the time, we all try to stay humble, but Jesus, you know, I won.
Well, sometimes you've got to just take a step back and say, well, I did win
Yeah,
it. And
yeah.
anybody in the industry would be glad to win
Exactly,
it. You know?
and it took me, I think, the last year to realise that I did deserve to win, and not only that, the fans, because the fans voted.
Yeah.
So that meant a lot to me because it was a public vote.
But it's funny, you haven't been doing an awful lot back home. And
No.
I bumped into someone at a gig and you're talking about bands and all. I saw Kaz, but I don't think she's doing much. And I was like, yeah. And I says, well, would you want to check out her website or check
Yeah.
out, because she just did 50 gigs across the water in every half decent venue there is, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But people don't see on their doorstep, they assume you're doing nothing.
Yeah, I think that's the problem with Northern Ireland, that if we're not famous locally, then
Yeah.
we're not doing anything.
Yeah.
And it usually is when you go away and come back again, then everybody is like, oh wow. And if you're not making it on BGT or X Factor,
Yeah.
then most people don't want to know.
That's right, you know, because that's the only way they get their
Yeah.
information now, which is an awful pity.
I know.
But you have been playing, and last year you were on tour. You were in a car crash, weren't you? Bad
That was
accident.
tour one. Yes, this
Yeah.
is tour 3 we're on right now. Tour 1, the end of tour 1, car crash, and then I fell as we got out of the bus and dislocated my shoulder, and I had to rehabilitate that, and so I didn't honestly think I was even going to be able to use my arm again, because it flicked in, turned 360 and was wrecked. So yeah, this is tour 3, 50 dates, and we're
when
just
you had the car
crazy.
accident, did you continue with the tour, or was it?
We had
listen-
to. I had two cracked ribs.
Yeah.
So I strapped up. Us ladies wear girdles, you know what I mean. So I kind of used double girdles to
Joking.
press it. Yeah, and we had to. There was about 10 more dates after the crash.
And you still did them?
We had to. There was one. We missed our Milton Keynes. Because we'd all concussion, I didn't even know my name when the police were speaking to me.
Yeah, that's.
But we had to. It's
but
show
you did-
business.
you did- well, you know, it's a great attitude, you know, because
Yeah.
we keep hearing of gigs with these young pop stars. Oh, I can't play tonight. I've ripped my tights. You know, I've
Yeah.
busted a fingernail.
No, I've waited 20 years for this, Johnny. So why car crash ain't gonna stop me?
Well, fair play. We should just record that soundbite, send it to all these wannabe pop stars.
I
you know.
I know.
So it's going well for you, but as you say, it has taken years to get to this stage.
Yeah, but I love it. Do you know what I mean? That's what This Is Me is about. That song you just played. This is all I've ever wanted, and I never had the chance. And now that I've made it happen, it's, you know, I've done the hard work with, Nick on guitar has been with me 5 years. We have sacrificed so much to get to this point, and I've tread the boards, and nobody can say that I haven't, and I'm just very proud that I can get to travel the world. It's not just UK,
Yeah.
you know, I've been to America and Europe next year, so it's kind of, it's amazing.
Because you've done those gigs where there's nobody there except your two mates,
Yeah,
kind of
tell
thing,
me
you know.
about it. So it's great when we get a sellout.
When you get people you don't know at the gig, it's a good sign. You go into the drummer and, oh, do you know him?
Yeah.
No, it's a fan. Yo, sell him something.
Get the CDs out.
The CDs, make him buy a t-shirt. But you've done those, you know,
Yeah.
where you can actually count on your one hand who's come to
yeah.
see you.
Yeah.
So
They are your base, though.
Yeah.
If you didn't do those, you wouldn't be able to cope with the car crashes, the endless non-sleep on tour, living in a bus with 4 men who smell.
How
wouldn't
dare
be
you,
able to
madam?
cope.
Their story was very different.
It's all right.
There was a great, it was a photograph. It was aimed at DJs. It was on Facebook, and it showed you this DJ playing to about 3 people in an empty bar.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And what they've said is, if you haven't done this, then don't expect this. You know,
Exactly.
the DJ playing
And
in the stadium.
Tiesto, you know, giving it all.
You know,
Yeah.
and I thought that was brilliant.
It is brilliant. It is, because I you know, there's so many youngsters. I remember being in my teens wanting to sing, but back then it was kind of, I didn't know where to go or how to go about it. My granny kidnapped me and took me to Opportunity Knocks when I was 12.
Yeah.
And frightened the life out of me. You know what I mean? Bob Monkhouse was just this crazy man. And so when I got into the trap of cover gigs in this country, which I don't badmouth it. It gave me these legs.
Listen, it's a great learning process as well.
Definitely. And the cover crowd, the cover audiences, you got to do what they want.
Whoa, you're right.
I'm in the lucky place now where I can, because it's my music,
Yeah.
then I have a choice of, you know, the content and the direction. But if it didn't go through that, I would
So
definitely
there's
not
there's
have.
nobody coming up to you now saying, play some Madonna.
No,
you
we
know?
do get that. We do that. Adele. And you sound like Adele. No, love. I was here way longer. I've been here way longer. I'm a granny, for God's sake.
You're not.
Hey, I'm grandchild
yeah.
number 3 on the way.
Dear me.
Two little boys looking at me.
Well, that's class. That is class. That's even better.
I'm the
you
only
know?
funky grandma in
There's
Belfast.
nobody
going
going to stop you.
tutus and boots.
Nobody stopping you what you want to do.
No,
Listen,
never.
Gigging. Where's the next couple of shows?
This Thursday night, we are in Eastside Arts at the Park Avenue Hotel.
Yeah.
It's nearly sold out. So you got to be quick. I think there's about 6 tickets left,
Right.
which is great for me. But then where am I next?
The Empire.
I'm doing a guest appearance for the Jive Aces.
Yeah.
I'm just jumping up to do some blues classics with
Yeah.
them. They're going to the Empire and they're on their tour. And then we have our last gig at home before we head on tour, 27th of August, which is the Hilden Beer Music Fest.
Brilliant.
And that's going to be crazy because I'm going on the Friday night to watch it and get drunk.
Right. Okay.
Because I never drink.
So you'll be there on the Friday partying,
beer
and on
fest.
Saturday you'll be on stage like, oh my god.
No. Mr. Tour Manager will be
Play the
no.
ballads, play the slow ones. Okay, listen, Kaz, give us a wee song. What are you going to play?
I'm going to play, it's been getting requested all over the place at the minute. I'm going to play Because You Love Me for my daughter. I wrote it for her going off to uni to let her know that I would always be here for her, but she has to spread her wings.
Right. Like you're going to have us all crying now.
Oh, no. Don't wait for me. I'm not going, 'cause I can't leave. I watched for years, your strength, your pride. You held the doors as life passed you by. Life just passed you by. Now I can tell you wanna go. Don't think of me, 'cause I can't go. You gotta take the highs with the lows. So don't wait for me. I'm not going, 'cause I can leave. And don't you dare say no, just because you love me so. Take with you all the things you have. Just be yourself and don't be sad. 'Cause there's bigger seeds to sow. I'll be beside you every step of the way. I'll hold you up when you go astray. Don't worry, it'll be okay. So don't wait for me. I'm not going, 'cause I can't leave. And don't you dare say no. Just because you love me so. Just because you love me so. Just because you love me so.
Kaz, that's brilliant, thanks. I'll read you out some of the texts that have come in. For a start, Michael Oak's daughter, growing up, has gone to Australia, right? And he says, I'm standing here blurting like a woman, listening to that song.
Oh my God.
He says, give
I love me crying.
Give Kaz a big hug for me. You see, there's a song, you're touching people.
And that has been happening. I've been seeing grown men crying in festivals and coming up to me afterwards.
That's
more
the price of the
men.
drink they're talking about.
For the drink.
No, you listen, they're still flying in here. I love
amazing.
Kaz, came across her on YouTube. I watched Kaz and her band live in McKenna's Bar over a year ago. Absolutely brilliant. That's John in Belfast. Heard Kaz singing over 20 years ago in a wee bar down the road in the east. Her voice is phenomenal. Glad to hear she's doing well, says Lisa.
Thank you.
They're flying in here. Johnny, I'm sitting mesmerised in the car. Tell Kaz she's getting another fan. May and Donegal. Connor, the happy taxi driver. She's a better version of Adele.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, listen, Kaz, that is powerful. Listen, thanks for coming in. Good luck to everything you do. And,
thank you, Johnny, for all your support. And can I just say, you're a darling, an absolute darling. You have been one of my biggest supporters, and it's people like you that get us there. Thank
there's a wee team of us in the media that
exactly.
like to do our best.
Exactly.
I mean, you know who they are.
Yeah, I know who they are.
Okay, listen, Kaz, thanks very much.
Thank
Cheers
you so
now.
much.
Bye-bye.